Hello everybody, my name is Asiiso and welcome to another Destiny Rising video. Looking at the title, you're probably thinking, I know what he's going to talk about in this video. He's going to talk about Huckleberry. Well, you're definitely wrong. Yes, we all know that Huckleberry is a really good weapon for Jolder, in the sense that when you're under her bubble, you can have unlimited ammo for the duration of her ult. But I'm here to say that is actually not her best weapon. That is not the best exotic to be using on Jolder. I know this is controversial and it's a very hot take, but I'll explain it if you give me the chance. So at the beginning of the game, we got Jolder and we were like, okay, from the 7-day selector, we're choosing the Huckleberry. Or at least that's what I did. I chose the Huckleberry from the 7-day selector and I've been using it on Jolder since. In the early game, this was a really strong weapon and it felt really good to use on Jolder. She could slice through enemies, bosses were nothing to deal with as you just pop the bubble and you'd be firing constantly at the boss, and she dealt really good damage. But I'm sure as you've leveled up your character and as you've gone up, you've come to the realization that Jolder doesn't deal as much damage as you'd expect. If you've pulled for either Estella or Gwen, you've probably noticed that they far output way higher damage than her. And this is by design because Jolder is a sort of a Titan type character. She's a shield based character who should be focusing more on support and utility. Jolder should be supporting the team and focusing on utility. So this is why it brings me to saying that Huckleberry is not her best. You should probably be using Wolfpack in that slot. Now you're using Wolfpack not for the damage, not because it damages Huckleberry or anything, but because you want to use Patriadge Sky. We all got this for free from the event. We probably thought, okay, no, this is Finala's weapon. It won't do me no good. But I'm here to sell you this weapon and tell you why it is good for you. 1. Not only does it allow you to deal with solar shields, I assume you were using the Kakalik before, or the makeshift ending, or the Nubanaga. If you were using Kakalik, you will get the benefit of using Patriadge Sky and dealing with fire shields. The current Eclipse requires a lot of fire shields to be dealt with, and as I've mentioned, Jolder is a utility character. She's there to support the team, to defend. So with Patriadge Sky, she will then be able to deal with the fire she'll then be able to deal with the fire shields. On top of that, the explosion that the shrapnels do allows you to deal with the explosive type Shinkas as well. So let's get this right. You're able to deal with rapid fire Shinkas with the SMG. You're able to deal with impact Shinkas with the weapon as it's an impact weapon. And you're able to deal with explosive type Shinkas with the shrapnel that spawns from this weapon. In this way, you will be able to deal with all 3 types of Shinkas and at the same time deal with 2 types of shields, which is the arc shields, the solar shields and the void shields. This makes it so that Jolder is very good for your team, and she deals really good heavy target damage, which this weapon boosts. You are dealing immense heavy target damage. In fact, I should probably test this in a DPS scenario to see how well it does with the charged attacks, because Jolder hits like a bus with this battle cry perk. So this is my belief, and this is why I believe that we should all start moving to Patriadge Sky and drop the Huckleberry. I know Huckleberry is good, Huckleberry is really nice to have, but hey, during the beta this wasn't even the best weapon. This wasn't even the best weapon to use on Jolder. No, let me rephrase that. Jolder wasn't the best user of this weapon, as Gwen was an SMG user and she used the Huckleberry quite well. But now we all know she's dual pistol user, and now we've decided to use this on Jolder because it's got the void element, whereas she does so much more damage and has better utility with Patriadge Sky. Let me know what you think about this. Am I pushing it? But I believe Patriadge Sky is the best weapon to use on Jolder. For more Destiny Rising content, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.